Hello everybody, my name is Mohan Deshpande, and in this video we'll be building a security camera app that can send us a text message or so that we can be notified if there is an intruder. So you can see I'm getting a text message saying that, oh no, intruder alert. And so to do this, we'll be using the Raspberry Pi. And now I want to stress that you don't need to go out and get a Raspberry Pi to continue on in this course. In fact, the code that we'll be using actually can just work with your webcam, and so that's something that you can use to kind of as like a test bed in case you do want to buy a Raspberry Pi with that. And so we'll be talking a little bit about the Raspberry Pi, and we'll be looking at in particular, we're going to look at how the camera module works and how we can get that set up and whatnot. So you can see that we can build an image, and so here's an example of actually the video that we'll be using. So that's me cleverly sneaking in into my own home, and so that's kind of the test video that we'll be using. And so ideally this app will be able to tell us if there is an intruder or not. So to do this, we first need to discuss a little bit about summation notation, and the reason we need to do that is because we're going to be discussing image similarity. And so in order to discuss image similarity, we have to be a little bit familiar with summations. And so image similarity is kind of the metric that we're going to be using to determine if there is an intruder or not. So we can set up the camera facing like a door or something, and if there are any massive changes in the image, in the video that we're looking at, then we know that something's been changing in the image, and so that's something that we need to notify our user about. And then kind of towards the end, we'll be discussing a little bit about how we can handle videos in OpenCV. So we've been making courses since 2012, and we're super excited to have you on board. Zenva courses consist mainly of video lessons that you can watch and rewatch at your own pace and as many times as you want. We also have downloadable source code that contains everything that we build in the lessons. It's highly recommended that you code along with me, because in my experience, that's the best way to pick up a new skill, is to get your hands dirty with code immediately. And then finally, we've seen that students who get the most out of these online courses are the same students that kind of make a weekly plan and stick with it based on course your own availability and learning style. And remember that you can watch and rewatch these videos as many times as you want, so that really helps give you flexibility. At Zenva, we've taught programming and game development to over 200,000 students through over 50 courses since 2012. And some of these students have used the skills that they've learned to advance their own careers, start a company, or publish their own apps and games. Thanks for joining, and I look forward to seeing all the cool stuff that you'll be building. But now, without further ado, let's get started.